Okay. Oh, you do look tired. Where are they? What is that? What is that? Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Very hungry. Alright, so you're hungry. You are always hungry, to be honest, though. And you should have some water just because you just haven't had water. During our latest expedition, we ran into a smelly man with torn up clothes. We recognized him as an old bum named Jim who used to roam the streets of our town before the bomb fell. Now he roams in the wasteland, and it looks like he followed us home. Now he's banging on the door, ask if we want to buy a rock. What do? Not get... Of course we're not opening the door for What? A rock? What are we gonna do with a rock? You tell me, what am I going to do with a rock, Jim? Okay. We're ready to consider it, but the old man was really unprofessional. He didn't have the necessary documentation with him. Okay. Not even a warranty or a contract for us to sign. Also, we don't have a pen. This transaction is not going to happen. Okay, so his stomach, he's a little hungry, of course. You are hanging in there. I am so proud of you, girl. I'm so proud of you. She might have to go out next. She's obviously very durable. I said durable like she's an item. If there is one person we truly miss, it's our great Uncle Terry. He used to tell the brilliant stories about turtles and elephants and wizards. Oh, we don't have a photo or memories. What was this? A handbook? I'm not sure how a handbook would help, but okay. You guys have games. I don't understand how you're not using any of them at this period of time. And so we are left with no photos, no news, no happy thoughts. The world is too cruel. Okay, he's tired, hungry. Alright, go ahead. You got some food in there. We were never huge fans of mushrooms, but we had a colony of them growing on the wall. We changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms now. Should we eat them? That doesn't sound safe, that in an apocalypse that we would want to do that. That doesn't sound smart. You don't know what those mushrooms are made of. We may be hungry, but there are just some things we'll never eat. Wall fungus is one of them. Needs water. Water. Mary Jane, we really need you to come back with something. Like, preferably food and water. Anything else would be a plus. A radio would be great, though. If you can get a radio, chef's kiss for Mary Jane. We were about to finish our dinner, if you can call it that, and then we heard knocking at the door. It seems to be a trader who is very interested in ammunition. How about that? What? I don't have ammunition. I have checkers. Can we trade checkers for something? Are we having fun? What was that about? What was that about? We offered checkers instead of ammunition. The visitor was quite confused and tried to explain what ammunition is. We pretended to understand nothing. It was very amusing until he left our checkers board. Oh, okay, so we just gave it away. I thought he was like trading us and exchanging it for something. I didn't know the option was ever gonna come back that we wasted giving him something. Of course he's hungry. Ted is always hungry, but we don't got time for that, Ted. It's difficult to keep track of time down here, but at least we remember that it's Timmy's birthday today. He's growing so fast. We should get him something for... Which birthday is this again? Oh boy. Yeah, unfortunately we just gave away our checkers, and I don't think a first aid kit is gonna cut it. Happy birthday is all we can give you, Timmy. I am so sorry. We're trying the best we can. And if your sister can just return, that would make things a little easier. Time to grow up, Timmy. This ain't Kansas anymore, and Santa doesn't exist. That's a turkey? Okay, he's hungry. Timmy's hungry. You are a champ. You really are. Hungry. Sorry, we don't have much left, y'all. I don't want to give him water if he's not thirsty. We can keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker, or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible. But we don't have anything. We don't have a radio. I'm so sorry. There's no radio. I'm so sorry. There's no radio. Oh, she's back. Great. She does not look great, but... And the mask is broken. If there's one thing we need to do and use a radio... If there's one thing we need to do is to use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcast. We went through that already. We don't have that. I am so sorry. There was a small maintenance area next to the ticket booths, and we were hoping to find a bit of soap to wash ourselves. The only thing we could find was a can of bug spray. That would have been nice a few days ago. The group living at the station had thrown a bunch of suitcases, backpacks, bags to form a big pile and call it a barricade. We carefully took out a particularly nice looking suitcase. Great, so we got a suitcase. But our gas mask was damaged through the expedition. This last expedition got us thinking, maybe we can just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are completely burned out, but if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we can build a vehicle of our own. That sounds stupid. I'm sorry. A whole vehicle? Who's the expert mechanic here? Probably nobody. What are the chances we're gonna get the right parts, assemble the parts correctly together, that all the parts are good, and it will be able to just leave? And if we're leaving, where are we going? Because if it's an apocalypse, where are we going? And where are we getting gas to continue to go? What are we talking about? Ted is hungry. Timmy is hungry. Dolores. Okay, everyone is hungry. We ain't got that much food. So you just came back. I get it. You're thirsty. You're hungry. Okay, you're thirsty. You're thirsty. You are always hungry. Hey, you're pissing me off. We don't have enough supplies. We know very little about what's going on outside. It'd be a good idea to find out more, but we don't have a radio. Please stop picking with me. I don't have a radio. They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue of what's going on might not necessarily kill us. Thirsty. 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 That's all we have left. Actually, it's gonna be you. You know what you're doing, though. Surprisingly so. Oh, let's get you a suitcase. Sorry, I wish I could give you a gas mask, but... Day 19. Holy moly. What is that? A cow? What is that? Alright. Starvation. Alright. We were paid a visit today by a young man worried about his twin sister who went missing in a bandit camp not long ago, while acting as a spy and trying to get her hands on the plans of the new bandit fortress. He seems to trust us fully and is very friendly, but obviously concerned. He asked that we can come to his aid in his hour of need, and really good things might happen to us if we succeed. Who should go outside? Are we... What? If we succeed... Oh gosh. Alright, we're gonna have to take a chance. We're gonna take a chance. We're gonna take a chance. Maybe not leaving both adults. Because if neither of them come back... Okay, they came back. The young man was assisted by a group of other survivors, all armed but very friendly. We found the girl, threw her weapon, and fought off the bandits guarding the exit. Siblings were happy to be reunited, but also very confused. It turns out the band leader is actually their father. Crazy small world we live in. Anyway, they were really thankful and promised to contact us again soon. Mary Jane isn't looking very good. She hasn't eaten in a while. Mary Jane is tired. Give her time to rest. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end up badly. Tim was never a fan of soup, but soup is all he thinks about. Y'all, we don't have soup. We don't. We don't. We don't. So I'm gonna need y'all to sip on some water. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You would expect a nuclear explosion would be good enough to quench any petty arguments. When the future is not looking too pretty, all you see is naked walls. Not much is necessary for an explosion. It happened. We started fighting like crazy. Oh boy. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Uh-oh. We stopped arguing, but for how long? Okay, everybody is y'all, I don't have food. I so sorry. I so sorry. I mean, if he's hungry, I don't want to keep giving him water. That's not gonna help anybody. Enjoying the little things in life is important in any situation. So when Mary Jane found some seeds in the shelter, she got really excited. She thinks that with a little luck and enough water and soil, we'll be able to grow our own food. We don't know if these are vegetable seeds, but if they are, planting them might be worth a shot. A whole bottle of water? We don't even have a whole bottle. You know what? Let's take the chance. Risk it for the biscuit. What other options do we have at this point? I feel like we're gonna die off pretty soon. Hold on, y'all. Here goes nothing. It was did it turn into a useless flower? Okay. Stop it! I don't like that drawing. Y'all, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. We are going to die. Oh God. What is he? He's green. What happened? We couldn't figure it out, so we just assumed that a regular pipe would do it in an event of a nuclear apocalypse, and we decided to ignore it. We've been feeling funny since, though. Probably no connection to the pipe, none whatsoever. Ted looks weak. Yeah, I know. He became infected with something. Y'all, I don't have anything. If anyone can rescue us from this hellish, it's the government, but we don't have a radio. This is not good. This is not good. Oh, he got better. Oh yeah, because I got a med kit. Duh. If there's one thing we need to do, I don't have a radio. We're out of food. My people are gonna die. There's never a good time. There's never a good time to go into the radioactive wasteland, but it seems like we become a necessity in this world of ours. We thought it'd be a good idea to make it happen sooner rather than later and plan a trip outside. Didn't we already do that? Where is Dolores? Before we can take a third step beyond the doors, an unknown creature started growling in the darkness. We only had moments to decide what to do. Creature gets shot.